And what's amazing is the negotiations and communications that were happening behind the scenes leading up to the day where she gave that $60,000 speech. Now that was the speech at Trump's Stop the Steal rally right before the January 6th riots. And we now have transcripts of the communications that Kimberly Guilfoyle, Don Jr.'s fiance, had with organizers of the rally in regard to the pay that she expected. Now, the January 6th House Committee investigating January 6th obtained these transcripts, they released it to the public, and here's what Kimberly Guilfoyle had said. "You will pay us, that's the deal, so don't even think about it," Guilfoyle wrote to Wren in one exchange. "You will send the funds as promised." Look, I gotta be honest, she's getting backlash, mostly from, broadly speaking, the left Democrats over these communications. I think it's impressive that she's standing up for herself and demanding the money. I don't know if I have the guts to do it. Certainly don't have the guts to communicate in this way, but maybe I should try. Uygur, I expect a $250,000 pay raise now. Do it. Did it work?
Hashtag no. Okay, no, look, kidding aside, she has a bit of leverage since she's, I don't know, what is she, fiance, wife these days? I have no idea.
Fiance.
The paramour of Donald Trump Jr. And guys, remember the scam, the original scam. Like they're going to speak at a political event. I've never been paid to speak at a political rally, like maybe a conference or a convention, but a rally where you're going to support the president. I'm going to get back to something else she said about it that shows her hypocrisy. But the reason why she's being so insistent when it's actually ridiculous to get paid for this is because she's saying to that staffer, basically, you better give us the money because that's the whole point here. We're trying to siphon off as much campaign contributions, government money, every kind of money into the Trump family, you idiot. And this is just an excuse for it. Her speech was 2 minutes and 45 seconds? No, this is just a way to funnel the money into the coffers of the Trump family. And that's what she's trying to express to the staffer. And that's why she feels so confident that she could yell at her, you better give me the goddamn money.
Right, yes, you're right in mentioning the leverage, and the person that she is communicating with is Trump campaign deputy Caroline Wren. So Wren, who was evidently under the pressure that Kim wasn't even going to give a speech, replied this: "That is not fair. I can't pay you for a speaking engagement you aren't speaking at and are refusing to allow me to publicize." So Wren was kind of backed into a corner. Maybe don't work for terrible people and you won't find yourself in these situations. But nonetheless, let me continue. Guilfoyle then says the two are done for life, evoking pleas from Wren, who is pathetic, that she is the one who will set all of this up for you and is consistently or constantly looking out for you. But she can't justify to the rally's major donor, Public Supermarket heiress Julie Fancelli, paying Guilfoyle $60,000 to speak at an event and then you don't speak. God, the problem with Publix is it really is a pleasure to shop there. And I hate that there are bad people behind it. Just telling the truth. That's a side note.
Yeah.
Back to you, Cenk.
Yeah, and so in this case, it's not a number of small donors. Those people they rip off on the regular. That's how Trump built up his war chest that he's now mainly siphoning off into his real estate properties, right? In this case, they had to rip off one specific mega donor. And so Wren is like negotiating like, well, if we're gonna rip her off by you getting $60,000 for no goddamn reason, we should at least have you speak.
I mean, guys, just like let that sink in for a minute. She wanted to get paid $60,000 for not even giving a less than 3-minute long speech. That was what she was demanding. She's like, Don Jr. is gonna speak. Shouldn't I get a little taste of that money? No, you should at least give a speech, like to at least try to justify it to this donor who's shelling out cash like a moron to the Trump family.
Yeah, and it looks like the compromise was, yeah, okay, I'll get up and speak for 2 minutes, okay? You happy now? And so she did. It was 2 minutes and 45 seconds. She did get paid the $60,000. And someone did a calculation. It turned out that every word she spoke, she got paid $176.47 per word.
Man.
Okay, it must have been an amazing speech, and of course it wasn't. So I want to say one more thing about this, Hannah. She said at one point, Guilfoyle did, it's been an honor to stand and fight alongside them, referring to Trump and his incredible family. Get a load. Like in this speech, she says it's an honor to be here. Before she gives this speech, she says, you better give me the goddamn money, otherwise I'm not gonna do it. Doesn't quite seem like an honor, does it?
Yeah, and she did speak to investigators about this and said, no, I always intended to give a banger speech, okay? It's just that I was frustrated with Ren. I was working, I was about to get on stage and give a speech, and I didn't want to hear another word about it, she said, explaining what she said was a very fast and quick exchange through jumbled texts. Guilfoyle said the fee was split, $30,000 each for her and Don Jr. She said her normal speaking fee is upward of $75,000. So Cenk, they really screwed her over. You know, they should have really paid her more. And they shouldn't have expected her to split that money with her fiance.
These guys are all crooks.
Worse.
They're all obvious crooks. And Guilfoyle, just one of the worst. She's so greasy. She's so brazen. It's just disgusting to look at.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.